let me ask you this, because again, lots of people think a lot about this. I mean, VR chat's not a very good example of this, because as we've already kind of known, that you can be a DJ on desktop, you could be a DJ just on mobile or whatever you want to do, a full body, not full body, jumping around and stuff like that. Should DJs in VR chat currently start focusing more on doing some more dancing or crowd interaction while they're performing?
I guess you can do more because you want to engage the crowd. Of course, if you're a desktop DJ, it's kind of like, okay, I can't dance now. What can I do? I can maybe focus on focus on making some more complex mixing, because I find I do have a debuff when I'm in VR that it's a bit harder to do more complex transitions because I've got this massive headset strapped to my face. So, like, technically, like, when I'm having to DJ in desktop mode, I focus on a more technical set, I guess it's where I get to show off. But like when I'm in VR and I'm like a bit less restricted on what I can do musically, I substitute it with like putting on a bit of a show, like that big all happy, jumping around, like giving hearts to the crowd, and just making sure that everyone's feeling involved, because it can be a bit daunting. Like everyone's a bit shy to like dance, a bit self-conscious, but it's like you're kind of like encouraging them to like say, "Hey, you're looking good there. You look amazing."
All of that is kind of a process to learn about entertainment to begin with, right? I mean, if like you have to, I feel like everybody has a little bit of shyness when it comes to either performing in front of people or performing for their first set or performing music that they're not used to. But at the same time, that like depending on what you want to do as far as like a hobby compared to a career, if you want to do festivals, if you want to perform in a much larger venue with a big crowd and stuff like that, you ain't just gonna be up on stage doing like, you're not gonna just be pushing a button and just standing there, or you're gonna want to interact with people and point to them and wave to them, or you got to get those DJs that are up on the decks, like on top of the decks, walking around like kind of like Timmy Trumpet or something like that.
Oh, Timmy Trumpet, massive inspiration for mine for their, I guess, presence on the stage. Absolutely love watching them perform. Like, just even if they are being a bit over the top at times. Like, I mean, I'm over the top. I can't stop yapping sometimes, but mainly on my streams, because another thing about my streams is there's one of my few times I get to, I guess, interact with everyone.
But all of that kind of makes sense, though. I mean, obviously, when we do have a lot of performers in here and they DJ, and I feel like there is that kind of a stigma of like, does the crowd enjoy little bits of conversation? Do they enjoy a little bit of interaction during a set, or do you just kind of go up and do the thing?
It really depends on the club I'm going to and like what the event is, because I definitely still go based on what DJs are playing, given I've been around it all and kind of understand the kind of sound I can predict from them. Like there are definitely DJs I go for, but just because I like the music they play, but there are definitely also DJs I go for because I like their stage presence. Might not fully like the music, but there are definitely DJs I've gone to, but even if it's a genre I don't fully usually listen to, I go because I actually enjoy the DJ's presence with the crowd.